Well, Kirk, we finally made it to a number one contenders match, and we have to play freaking Wyld Stallyns, one of the longest running teams and champion teams, one of the most successful teams, and it's also just the fact that it's Brian and Joseph. But I want revenge. I love them, but I want revenge.
Yeah. You say may the best team win, and that's kind of a cliche, but here I really mean it, because I think the ultimate goal for all four of us is for somebody on this match to be champions at the end of the day. So this match is just to see who is most up to that task, go and get those belts back. So that's what we're here to find out. Hopefully, we come on top. They're a great team. I think we've proved ourselves being pretty good. This is definitely our biggest challenge so far. So let's see what happens.
So best of luck to you guys, but hopefully more luck to us.
All right, so we finally got our title in this league. It was unfortunately a little short-lived, but we have just one match to win before we get another shot at it. So, I mean, Kirk and Bar are obviously great. Ever since they got together, they've been tearing through this league. They make a great team. They're great guys. So, I mean, like they said, if whoever loses, if we lose, I'd like to see them become the new champions. But yeah, I'd rather it be us.
Same. Good luck, Kirk. Good luck, Andrew. Hopefully our match is great, but yeah, we hope to win this time. So good luck.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host, Kaleb Boatman, and on the desk today we have Mr. Dylan Vanthine. Dylan, number one contenders match, Wyld Stallyns versus Bullets over Broadway. This is very exciting. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I know I say before every match that I'm super excited, but this one I really mean it, because, I mean, Bullets, they're a team that when they formed, they had a lot of expectations on them, and they've completely lived up to them. And Wyld Stallyns are the Wyld Stallyns. Like, their reputation precedes them. So I'm very excited for this match.
Absolutely. Well, so without further ado, let's bring in our teams. Okay, so we're going to start with round one. Round one's going to work like this. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right, you get a bonus question, 3 repeats, and a challenge throughout the entire match. Remember to keep your hands on screen at all times. So we start with your first question in the category of horror. Both versions of Candyman are set in what city? Hey, Dylan.
Hey.
Who can make a sunrise? Sprinkle it with dew.
I see.
Freddy Krueger. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
I said Chicago.
Barb.
Great start on my behalf. I said Los Angeles.
Kirk.
Chicago.
And Brian.
Chicago.
Okay, Chicago is correct. So it's challenge strike first blood 2-1 as we get into our next question.
Which comes in the category of quotes. What character said, "Don't look at me like I'm frickin' Frankenstein. Give your father a hug"? How was my delivery of that? Is it good?
Yeah, it feels like you've said that so many times before. I would assume.
Oh, I have.
Very common phrase.
Yeah, I have many children.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
It wasn't even a real answer anyway. Darth Vader.
Kirk.
I didn't even venture a guess.
Joseph.
I was trying to scribble Dracula.
And Bart.
I was about to say Fred Flintstone.
All incorrect. Looking for Dr. Evil.
Oh.
Dylan didn't stay in the voice.
So I had the DR right.
Fair enough. So did Brian, technically. As we get into your third question, category romantic comedies. What film features a main character named Alvy Singer? Are you a singer, Dylan? you sing?
Only when no one's listening.
That's fair. Completely fair.
So you're not going to get me to sing on this program. I'm sorry.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
Can I protest your pandering to their movie's director, Annie Hall?
Bar? Oh. Okay, Bar.
The wedding singer?
Kirk.
I said, "What's up, Doc?"
And Brian.
Love Simon.
Annie Hall is correct.
All right, your next question comes in the category of Oscars. Who won Best Original Score for films released in 1989? So in the document, the category actually says Oscar. So
Yeah, no. That wasn't a typo. The category was just supposed to be the film Oscar because apparently we pandered to Bullets Over Broadway on the last question.
we could have pandered with a question about Oscar, like the movie
Yeah,
there.
we should have. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Brian.
Just I think I was driving to Stacey's that year. I said Hans Zimmer.
Kirk.
John Williams wins Oscar sometimes.
Joseph.
Alan Menken.
And Bar.
I guess James Horner, but now, yeah.
Alan Menken is
that makes
correct
sense. Yeah.
for The Little Mermaid.
Okay.
As we get into your next question, category of mystery thriller. What is the profession of Colin Farrell's character in Killing of a Sacred Deer?
Have you ever killed? Shit, were we about to ask the same question?
Same thing. You know what? Well, have you ever asked someone if they've ever killed a sacred deer? And then they said yes.
I was about to.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that is Bullets Over Broadway's first repeat. What is the profession of Colin Farrell's character in Killing of a Sacred Deer?
Hey, Caleb.
Yeah.
Have you ever killed a sacred deer?
Define sacred.
I don't know if I can, actually. I'm kind of dumb.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kirk.
He's a surgeon.
Brian.
I just kept it general as a doctor.
Bar.
Surgeon.
And Joseph.
I also kept a general doctor.
All correct.
Oh, damn it.
So your next question comes in actors and actresses. Who appears in the films Addams Family Values, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension? So some very long titles there. At first I thought it was going to be like 7 different movies that we were going to ask about, but
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Bart.
Christopher Lloyd.
Joseph.
Christopher Lloyd.
Kirk.
Christopher Lloyd.
And Brian.
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd is correct. Dylan, what do you have the score as? Because I feel like I messed up at one point.
I have it Stallions in the lead 8-5.
Okay, I also have 8-5, so we're good. As we get into it is 8-5 as we get into our penultimate question, category of animation. In Treasure Planet, the ore Billy Bones gives Hawkins is revealed to actually be what? I like Treasure Planet more on rewatch. I used to not enjoy that film, but I like it now.
I have fond memories of watching it as a kid. I don't know if I'd enjoy it as an adult.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
I don't know. A robot.
Kirk.
A map.
Bar.
It's the map. It's the map.
And Joseph.
A map.
A map is correct.
All right, so then your final question will come in the category of directors. Name one of the 2 directors of Mr. Roberts.
You ever been to Mr. Roberts' neighborhood?
No, unfortunately.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat, please.
1. Okay, that is Stallion's first repeat.
In directors, name one of the two directors of Mr. Roberts. It took me a second to realize what you were even referencing with the Mr.
But fair, you're Canadian. Did they have Mr. Rogers in Canada?
Yeah, we did.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Well, it would be funnier if they didn't. Let's go to Joseph.
I'm not confident, but I wanted to finish it just in case. Howard Hawks.
Bart.
John Ford.
Brian.
Holy shit! Is it John Ford?
Damn it.
And Kirk.
I said Howard Hawks.
John Ford or Mervyn LeRoy?
Total guess.
Damn it.
Nice, Brian.
John Ford is correct. So coming out of that round, I have Stallions still in the lead 10-8. Is that what you have, Dylan?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to get in round 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. Each team is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they're stuck with it. 5 questions in whatever category they get. They get it right, 2 points. Multiple choice, 1 point. Get it wrong, other players getting a chance for a steal. So categories on your lovely wheel tonight are Stallion strengths of movie release dates in the X-Men universe, bullet strengths of Reese Witherspoon and Martin Scorsese. We also have drama, recent releases, 90s, and biopics. So, Stallions, would you like to spin first or defer?
We'll defer.
We would like to defer, Brian.
Okay. Bullets, this will be your spin.
Cool.
And you land in the category of the 1990s. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think it might be smart if we keep that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna hold on to this one.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Okay, Dylan, would you like to give Bullets their questions in the category of the 90s?
Absolutely. All right, so Bullets, your first question in the category of 90s. Who plays the groom Michael in My Best Friend's Wedding?
It's what's his name? Oh my god!
Is it?
Is it Rupert Everett?
No, Rupert Everett's is Dylan McDermott, right?
I think you might be right.
Go ahead.
Dylan McDermott. Final answer.
So that is incorrect. We will go over to Wyld Stallyns for the 2-point steal.
Dermot Mulroney.
Final answer.
That is correct for the 2-point steal.
Every time with those two names.
Blame Bill.
That's all right. Don't worry about it, Andrew.
Yeah.
What 90s film is about a small-town cop who investigates a hunting death while other events jeopardize his sanity?
Five.
Multiple.
4.
Yeah, multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Bad Lieutenant, B, Homicide, C, Red Rock West, or D, Affliction.
I think either Stewart's or Mellow Yellow.
I'm thinking Mellow Yellow, but I'm not positive.
5. 4.
I'm gonna go
3.
with my gut.
2.
Go.
C, final answer.
That is incorrect. So for the 1-point steal, Stallions, A, Bad Lieutenant, B, Homicide, C, Red Rock West, or D, Affliction.
Is that Homicide?
I'm not certain. I've never seen Homicide. Actually, I've never seen 3 of these 4 movies. So
Because I know Affliction's about like a guy who's dealing with like past trauma, and I think whatever A was, Bad Lieutenant. I don't think that's the plot.
4.
So, yeah, go with Homicide.
Homicide. Final answer.
That is incorrect. We were looking for D, Affliction.
It was
Sorry,
Affliction.
Mark.
Okay,
Sorry,
my
Mark.
bad.
Don't worry. They didn't get it.
So your third question. Who directed Bicentennial Man?
That's Christopher. That's Chris Columbus.
Yeah.
Chris Columbus. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. In American Beauty, what industry does Carolyn Burnham work in?
Is that the wife?
Yeah.
Real estate.
That
Yeah.
isn't
Real
that
estate.
Alison Janney's character though.
No, it's what's her face. His
5.
wife is also
4.
yeah.
3.
Real estate. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good job, man.
So your final question in 90s. What illness does Mattingly come down with, preventing him from going on the titular mission in Apollo 13?
I think I know it.
What do you think it is?
Measles.
That sounds right.
We need points. You want to go for it?
4,
Sure.
3.
Measles. Final answer.
That is correct for another 2
Nice
points.
job.
All right, so it is 14-12 as we get into Stallion Spin.
Got to make it all about you, Caleb. Huh?
Let's go, funny bone. Okay, Stallions, this is your spin. And you land in the category of Martin Scorsese. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I don't want it, but if you want it,
Yeah. We can navigate it if it lands on it, but let's
again.
go for a respin.
All right, respin.
Yeah.
Right.
Respin, please.
This is
Now
the
they land on
category you are stuck with. And you land on Spinner Points.
All right, what do you want to do, Joseph?
Is it okay if we do movie release dates just to minimize, try to not let them steal in case we miss, or do you feel we can do X-Men?
I feel like I really crammed on X-Men. I could do it. Movie release dates, I'm just afraid they'll ask some, like, you know, some of those weird ones involve math and things.
Okay.
But if,
So you're more confident about X-Men?
I prefer X-Men if you don't mind it.
Sure. Let's go with X-Men then.
All right.
X-Men universe, please.
Let the record show Brian is the person who invented those math movie release date questions. So that is his fault. He's insulting his own creation.
It's
I
your
will
fault.
give you your
Self-deprecating humor.
I will give you your questions in the category of the X-Men universe. In the Wolverine, what room does Mariko and Logan stay in at the Love Hotel?
I don't know if they need the name of it or just the theme. Do you want me to go multiple choice?
Yeah, sure. Let's go multiple choices. In
Multiple
case
choice.
Multiple choice options are A, the dungeon, B, mission to Mars, C, nurse's office, D, school detention.
Yeah, that would have been my guess on the name of it. It's Mission to Mars. Final answer.
Correct for 1 point. Your next question. In X2, X-Men United, how does Mystique get metal to Magneto to help him escape prison?
She injects iron in one of the guards who goes to Magneto.
Final answer.
Correct for 2 points. Who plays X-Force member Zeitgeist in Deadpool 2?
Bill Skarsgård. Is that the name of the guy? Is Sarsgaard or Skarsgård?
Bill, the Pennywise?
Yes.
Bill Skarsgård.
Final answer.
Correct for 2 points. Where do Charles and Eric first meet Darwin in X-Men First Class?
It's in a taxi cab.
In a cab. Final answer.
Correct for 2 points. In New Mutants, a person with what profession attempted to kill Rain?
Priest.
Yep. Priest. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. So, coming out of round 2, I have Stallions in the lead, 21 to Bolts Over Broadway's 14. So, we will let them pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question in round 3. The categories they will be able to pick from are directors, Audrey Hepburn, 2010s, family, music, Spike Lee, action adventure, and romantic comedies. We will let them pick their categories right now, and we'll get back to you right now. Okay, our competitors are back, and they've selected what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. They've selected their bullets. Have selected their 1 in action adventure, their 2. Sorry, yes, their 1 in action adventure, their 2 in directors, their 3 in 2010s, and their 4 in Audrey Hepburn. Whereas Stallions has selected their 1 in rom-coms, their 2 in action adventure, their 3 in directors, and their 4 in 2010s. So we will start with bullets since they are down with their 1 in action adventure for Kirk. Kirk, your 1 pointer in action adventure. Never Go Back was the subtitle to the sequel of what Tom Cruise film?
Jack Reacher.
Correct for 1 point. As we get to your 2-point question, Bar, in the category of directors.
Okay.
Who directed Hannibal?
Ridley Scott.
Correct for 2 points. Now we will stick with you for your 3-point question in the category of 2010s. What 2018 thriller heavily features the social media platform Ucast?
Is that Searching?
That was the first thing came to my head.
Okay, so it's 2018. That sounds about right for that movie, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's go with it.
Do it.
Searching. Final answer.
That is correct for 3.
Yeah!
Nice pull.
And we are in a situation where still bullets do have to hit their 4. Correct? I'm not off on the scores, am I, Dylan?
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
Okay. So bullets do have to hit their 4, or else Stallions do win the match. So bullets, you're 4 in Audrey Hepburn. In Robin and Marion, why does Robin ask for a bow on his deathbed?
So it's wherever the arrow lands is where their bodies will be buried.
Yes.
Wherever the arrow lands, the bodies.
Hold on. Let's make sure I phrase it right. He's going to shoot an arrow, and wherever it lands, that's where their bodies will be buried.
Repeat the question.
Okay. In Robin and Marion, why does Robin ask for a bow on his deathbed?
Okay. So stop me before I say final answer, Kirk, okay?
Okay.
He's going to shoot the arrow, and wherever it lands, their bodies will be buried. Final answer.
That is correct for 4 points.
As soon as Bar goes, okay, I'm like, he's got it.
So now we go back over to Stallions for their 1-pointer in rom-coms for Brian.
Nope.
Me. Just me.
Sorry, for Joseph.
All right. So Joseph, your 1-point question in romantic comedies. What 2010s rom-com features performances from Kumail Nanjiani, Zoe Kazan, and Ray Romano?
The Big Sick.
That is correct for 1 point. So then we will go to Brian's 2-point question in action, which I believe will tie the game if he gets it correct. So your 2-point question, Brian. What 1997 film features a villain named Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg?
The Fifth Element.
That is correct for the tie game.
All right, so if Stallions hit either their 3 or their 4, they win the match.
All right, so your 3-point question in directors. Who directed 4 Weddings and a Funeral?
Is that
Mike Newell.
Final answer.
And your winner, Wyld Stallyns, Brian Michaels, and Joseph Ulovas. We're going to go to post-match interviews, starting with Bullets over Broadway. Bullets, you weren't able to pull off the victory. How are you feeling?
It's rough, but, I've been thinking about it, and considering our last 2 matches, something was going to turn at some point. I was just hoping it wasn't going to be today. But we didn't get knocked out or TKO'd. So, we'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, we hung in there. Still, I mean, we did okay. We had that one slip up with the name in the first question in round 2, but we did all right. Otherwise, I think they got spinner's choice, and that's hard to come back from. We went 10 for 10 in round 3, which is all we could hope for. We didn't get TKO'd. So, yeah, I mean, hats off to them. I think 90% of their teams with this performance would probably win this match. But, you can't – the scripts we had, you can't have against a team like the Stallions.
That is fair. Well, thank you, Bar. Thank you, Kirk. Stallions, you won the match. You're going on to face Kumite. How are you feeling?
Go ahead, Justin.
Excited but nervous because the Kumite was a very impressive team that made a huge comeback that I did not expect. But I do admire them for what they did at the end of the season when they won against Ginyu Force. So like that's a little bit of a benchmark for us because Ginyu and Force and us, we had two great matches, and then Kumite wins against them. So hopefully we get the edge on them because we would like to get the belts back.
Yeah, this match was I had a bit of a rough first round. I only got like 4 points. So just kind of carried us there. But it really comes down round 2. They got a broad category. We got spinner's choice. People say it all the time, but it's true. This match could have gone either way, but depending on the spin, I think kind of decided it. We pulled through though. We're going back to a title match. This is going to be a fun and tough match because I think that the reason Jake and Bill have been successful is kind of the same reason we are, because Jake tends to be more like, the Oscars, the prestige movies, the dramas, and Bill is like the 80s and 90s and weird shit guy. Like, that's kind of my role here. So I mean, it's going to be a fun matchup. See what happens.
And then again, just to reiterate, good game, Andrew and Kirk.
Absolutely.
It was great to do this. I know that in the future the fortunes can turn your way, and we'll be ready to face you again in the future because we're sure it's going to happen. Good game.
Well, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Joseph. That'll be an exciting match. Wyld Stallyns versus Kumite. Final thoughts, Dylan?
Yeah, it was a really great match. I mean, 27-24, super high scoring. And yeah, I mean, Kumite versus Wyld Stallyns, that's a match you can't miss. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Well, thank you to Wyld Stallyns. Thank you to Bullets Over Broadway. Thank you to Dylan. Have a good one, everybody. This is Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm Kaleb Boatman. Have a good day.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Goodbye.